Hi guys! I realize I haven't given you any updates all summer. I've been busy in the garden and also taking care of the family. So come with me, and here's my September almost fall garden tour. I hope you enjoy. Here we go with the garden tour. These are sedums, and I'm so lucky this year because they're covered in honeybees and bumblebees. I've never had honeybees in my yard before. So here are my tomatoes. These are my San Marzanos right here, as you can see. That's the bottom, all the way up and around, and they just keep going. They've never been this tall. I'm going to say the reason being is all of the rain and heat we had. See, there's even more in there. And also rabbit manure. I'm lucky enough to have lots of rabbit poop to be able to use in my garden. I have San Marzano and I have Roma tomatoes. I like to make a lot of sauce, and you might be wondering why my tomato plants don't have any leaves on the bottom. As soon as the fruit sets, like say these beautiful fruit right here, beautiful tomatoes, I take off all of the leaves underneath. So then more fruit set, take off all the leaves here and just keep going. And it's hard to keep up. Like, look at this one. It just keeps going. Taller than the bamboo supports. Calendula, which I have planted all over the garden. There's a volunteer tomato that I moved there because I didn't want to kill it. I wanted to see what it was, so I planted it. These are the Sweet 100s that I planted like on a teepee, and they just keep on going. I knew that they were going to take over the teepee, but I do the same thing with these tomatoes. I take off at least the bottom half with the cherry tomatoes to allow sun on my flowers that are in here. See? And also to allow airflow to prevent blight. This was the potato patch. All of the potatoes have since either been dug up, or the vine over by these yellow flowers has died off. The vine you see over there are volunteer pumpkins from my compost. Obi, get out of the compost. And so anyway, I'm just remulching the potato bed for next year with the straw that for my rabbits. And I'll show you some of the potatoes. We've eaten lots, and this is just part of it. And as you can see where this pitchfork is, that's as far as I've gotten it to take out the potatoes. So there's still potatoes all the way to that sink that I have to dig up. But as you see, there's a pumpkin growing in there, a couple of tomato plants, and another tomato plant here. And then, of course, brown-eyed Susans. Who doesn't love those? But that's what happens when you use compost. You get seeds. So I can't kill them. If they're going to give me tomatoes or pumpkins, that's great. Okay, so it's already starting to give off pumpkins. So we'll see if the squirrels get to them before I cover up the pumpkin. Then I won't have any pumpkins, but it's just starting to give off fruit. I still got lots of growing to do. Here are my pickled cucumber plants, and I grew them beside the giant mess of beans. And they're doing okay, but they've already started turning brown and yellow. As you can see, I have a couple of cucumbers, and if you actually look behind this, you can see some more. I've already got 2 jars of pickles, and that's it. So, might be buying some at the farmer's market. Here's my dreaded pepper patch. At least the nasturtiums make it look nice, and the marigolds. But if you look in here, let's see if I can find one. Come around here. So the jalapenos are finally starting. You can see them. There's some jalapenos in there. But I've had such bad problem with earwigs this year that, see that? There's an earwig in there. Just eating my peppers. There's another volunteer tomato plant. I put a support in. And as you can see, it looks like it's San Marzano. And here's some more flowers. Calendula nasturtiums. And if we climb up here, you'll see. This is my watermelon. I'm protecting it from the squirrels. And so far it's working, but obviously it's going to grow bigger than that container. But I'm going to protect it as long as I can. And this is the watermelon trellis. That's really the first one. And then there's another little one right here. I'll have to get that one covered before something snacks on it. So I still have more watermelon plants here growing, but I don't know if they'll actually give me watermelons because obviously it's already September. Okay, so lots of nasturtiums. And here's the pumpkin patch. Look at the pile of nasturtiums here. Isn't that beautiful? And it goes right in to all of my pumpkins and squash plants. And lots of them are flowering. This was the garlic bed. So if you don't remember me having squash and pumpkin, that's because this was full of garlic. And what I did was when I pulled out the garlic, I had plants that I had already started inside ready to go. So then this became the pumpkin patch. Here are my Roma tomatoes, all in here. And behind the Roma tomatoes is pink lemonade. Hey, Bugs. Hey, Bugsy. He's such a sweet boy. This is where I'm getting my rabbit poop from for my garden. Hi, Babs. Hey, baby. You gonna show your face? Hey? Yeah. Oh, yes. You're a beautiful bunny. So these are black. This is a black otter Rex. Standard Rex, not mini Rex. And this is a black and white broken standard Rex. And here, of course, is Lola. Lola. Hi, Lola. Hi, bunny. She has lots of babies in here. Anybody want a baby? Let's open the gate. Hey guys. These babies are ready to go to their new homes except for Cocoa Puff over there. The chocolate one. She's staying with us. She's going to be our new doe, aren't you? Yeah, and there's Mama Lola. Yes. And those are the only ones we have named. They're all cute. And all they do is eat. Eat, eat, eat. Just like regular kids. So our bunnies have straw underneath their pens to absorb anything that, like urine, obviously. And then the buckets, they poop in the same spot. And so we keep the buckets there. They fill up with poop. We pour it right into the garden. It's cold compost. It's cold manure, I think they call it. It doesn't need to be composted. So the hay and the poop can go right into the garden, and results are amazing. Okay, do you see this big mountain here of plants? There's an old ladder under there. I thought I would grow green beans on it. I can't eat that many green beans. Processing them, that many green beans when you don't even really like them, is not fun. So as you can see, there's lots of beans on there. You might ask, why would I grow so many beans? Well, usually the squirrels eat the young plants, and I never get any beans. This year, they didn't, and all of my plants survived, every single one. So that's my fail. That is way too many green beans for our family to eat, for sure. If you like green beans, let me know.